And Jim, yeah, another hot and steamy and potentially stormy July day, although much like yesterday, storms are going to pop. They're going to be few and far between. We don't have any kind of driving force pushing them through, but because it is so sticky, so humid outside, any storm like what we saw yesterday could produce heavy downpours. Yesterday, storms mainly stayed south of Philadelphia, but we did have flash flood warnings across Delaware, especially Kent County, where some spots picked up a lot of rainfall. So let's talk about what's next in your forecast. It is hot today. It's going to be even hotter tomorrow. Tomorrow, the hottest of the week, and we already have a heat advisory posted that indicates heat index values above 100 degrees. Very humid today and tomorrow with spotty storms, but then we do have something to look forward to. At least a little bit of relief from the extreme humidity and the heat. A pleasant start to the weekend. Saturday still looking like the nicest day of our 7-day forecast. Outside right now, temperature-wise, it is in the upper 70s. It is not very comfortable out there. We've got 77 in Philadelphia. That's what you're walking out to this morning. 76 degrees right now in Wilmington. 73 in Pottstown, 72 in Allentown. Dew points almost matching the temperature, so definitely a day where you're going to be sweating. If you try to do any outdoor activity, doing yard work outside, expect to be sweating buckets today. It's another hot one, and tomorrow, like we said, even hotter. There's not much going on right now, just some clouds, a little sprinkle there over Cumberland County, but that's about it. And your next 12 hours, starting off with a good deal of sunshine, a few more clouds in the afternoon with just a pop-up thunder shower chance later on. Coming up, I'll take you into the heat advisory for your Thursday. But for now, let's send it over to Kim Hudson for your morning traffic. Hi, Kim.
Good morning.
Today, and certainly days like tomorrow as well. Let's talk about what to expect, because we've got not only heat and humidity, but the heat is actually getting worse as we go through the week. Today is hot, tomorrow's even hotter. We've got a beautiful looking sunrise happening. Those kind of some purple clouds there as we look live over the city of Philadelphia. Let's start off with what you're walking out to, though. Not very comfortable to start your day. Temps are in the upper 70s still, 77 in Philadelphia, 75 degrees in Millville. We've got mid to upper 70s down the shore here, 77 in Atlantic City for folks headed to Atlantic City for the air show today, 78 down in Sea Isle, and up in Doylestown, 73 degrees. It is going to be a hot one, and it is going to turn a bit stormy this afternoon. Here's a look at our daytime highs, and I'm also going to put up future precipitation here. Our forecast high right about 90 in Philadelphia. Most of the day dry, but notice later this afternoon and evening, storms start to fire up. And what we're expecting to see later tonight, around 8 or 9 o'clock, more numerous storms firing up across Delaware and South Jersey. So most of the day is quiet. By 9 or 10 o'clock, you may see a few more heavy thunderstorms rumble through South Jersey and Delaware. So again, taking you through the afternoon, this is through 6 o'clock. Atlantic City looking dry for air show attendees. By tonight, that may change as another batch of storms moves on through. And with a high of 90, okay, it's going to be hot, but it's going to feel even hotter. Our feels like temperatures outside today will be well up into the triple digit, or well up near the triple digits, I should say. And then as we head into the afternoon tomorrow, it's going to feel even hotter than that. So let's take you into our monitor. We'll take a look at what we can expect as far as timing of storms and the heat. The heat is really going to be a problem come tomorrow. Today will feel like upper 90s. With the high humidity and dew points in the mid to upper 70s, it is going to be another flood risk kind of day. Storms are spotty, but any storm that does fire up is going to pull down from that column of moisture and just dump heavy rainfall on the area. And then we also have a marginal level 1 risk for severe weather, basically I-95 and points north and westward. And then we have a heat advisory. Now, this is for tomorrow, not today. Today's close. It'll feel like near 100, but tomorrow, those heat index values well into the triple digits. It is going to feel again like 100 to 105 at the height of the afternoon, plus the threat for spotty storms. Here's a look at today's storms. Again, through the afternoon, I just showed you this on the floor, but here's what it looks like on our future radar. A couple of scattered storms through 6 o'clock, and then heavier downpours likely later tonight into the early morning hours across Delaware and South Jersey. Tomorrow, we start with sun and clouds, a couple of spotty thunder showers again, especially in the afternoon. Can't rule one out a bit earlier. But I do actually have some good news in the forecast, and it comes Friday into Saturday with a reduction in the heat and an eventual reduction in humidity, at least by Saturday, then turning a bit active again on Sunday. Kim, I'll send it over to you.
Kate, thanks so much.
Away, but because of how these afternoon storms kind of fire up, we don't have a driving mechanism, so we can't exactly time out where the storms will fire up. You can never rule one out, although generally speaking, the sea breeze, the marine influence kind of keeps them inland for the most part on most normal days. I do think there's a chance for storms later this this evening down the shore, but a better chance as we head inland toward portions of Delaware and around the city even later this afternoon. Showers and storms are going to fire up. So I, as of now, think the air show is looking a-okay, but it is going to be hot. It is going to be steamy. Down the shore is a little bit better, but you're starting off your morning at 76 degrees in Philadelphia. We're at 75 in Wilmington right now, 73 degrees in Coatesville. It is a warm, sticky start to the day. In fact, with the humidity as high as it is, that 76 feels like the low 80s already. And as we go through the day, it's only going to get worse. And tomorrow's even hotter than today. Tomorrow we have a heat advisory for heat index values up above the 100-degree mark. Right now, as we look live over the Delaware River toward the Camden waterfront, it's a lot brighter than it was yesterday. We have a beautiful sunrise underway. Gorgeous shot there of the Delaware River, but you step outside and it's like, ugh, it's not feeling great again. We do have some lower humidity to look forward to this weekend. It's not here today though. 86 by noon, it'll feel like 94. 90 degrees, our forecast high by 3 o'clock, feels like 99, just below that heat advisory level. 100 on the heat index, that's when they issue the heat advisories. If you're headed to the air show, it's a little bit better, and I think most of the day is dry, which is good news. Atlantic City today looking pretty good. 84 degrees at 1 o'clock, just a few more clouds late and maybe a late evening shower or storm, but most of the forecast looking dry for the shore today. Coming up, we'll talk more about the heat tomorrow and when a little bit of comfort finally rolls back in. Kim, I'll send it over to you. We're going to have a few firing up here and there. Once again, kind of like yesterday, they are spotty, although there is the chance for a few more numerous storms later on this evening into tonight, especially down over Delaware. We'll take you through that timing in just a moment. Let's start off with what we're seeing right now. And first and foremost, I want to show you this beautiful sunrise shot. Look at this over Ocean City, New Jersey. It is gorgeous. Look at those pastel colors, pinks and purples and yellows out there. Great morning to be out, maybe taking photos of the sunrise, as it looks like a lot of people are doing on the beach this morning. We've got 77 in Philadelphia with partly cloudy skies, 74 in Trenton, 70 in Allentown, mid 70s for Reading, Millville, and Wildwood. We've got another hot one today. In fact, it's only getting hotter as the week progresses. 90 today, 90 will feel like 99, so we're just below the level where they would issue a heat advisory. The National Weather Service issues heat advisories in July when you get heat index values to 100 or greater. We are within a degree. It's going to feel hot. Tomorrow is even hotter. And by the way, we've got a sneaky little heat wave underway. We hit 90 yesterday, so that's 5 straight days in the 90s. Today would have been day 11 had we not had that one cooler day on Thursday, last Thursday, but we have been above average here throughout the month of July, and that trend will continue. Clouds and radar right now. I do want to alert you to one little shower that has fired up. It's, again, just one tiny little spot here over kind of Salem County into Gloucester County, right along 295 though. So you may be driving through a couple of these pop-up showers even this morning, and we've got more on the way later this afternoon as the system progresses towards us from the west. We are in a level 2 risk of flooding, so any storm that fires up will have some heavy rain potential, also a level 1 risk of severe weather, and that would be mainly damaging winds. But again, storms will be few and far between through the afternoon. I think the air show should go off without a hitch, and storms are few and far between. But later on this evening into tonight, a few heavier showers and storms may rumble across the state of Delaware and could clip South Jersey as well. Then tomorrow, we have a heat advisory to tell you about. This is going to be all day tomorrow, and here is the reason for that heat advisory. Let's take you into what to expect as we get into the day tomorrow. These are our heat index values for tomorrow. Take a look at this. It is going to feel like 102 at the height of the afternoon. That's the reason for the heat advisory that will be in place for tomorrow. So just a quick look at your 7-day forecast, and you can see the heat building. We're up to 94 tomorrow. But here's some good news. The humidity drops on Friday. It'll stay low on Saturday, and we've got a really nice start to the weekend. Kim, I'll send it over to you.
Kate, thank